So good afternoon, everyone. I would like to welcome all the attendees of this session in the webinar for looking for a career in design. Choose a specialization that's right for you. And today, first of all, I'll be taking up the agenda for the day. So first of all, I'll be sharing the program list that would be appearing in the preference interface of yours after you get the result of LPU Nest by tomorrow. And the next thing you have to do after the result is to fill the preferences. What all programs would be appearing in front of you when you are going to fill the preference? That list I'll be sharing right now. And then we have our eminent presenters with us who will be sharing the program highlights to make you more comfortable in decision making, to fill the preferences, to make the right choice for yourself, right? Then after that, I'll be sharing a link of a breakout room wherein there are virtual rooms created for you where you can jump into and go for in-depth queries with our experts sitting over there. After this webinar, you have the choice to move into these breakout rooms where our specialized counselors are also sitting for your in-depth queries. I'll be sharing that link. After that, we'll be giving you the demonstration of preference filling interface that will make you a little more comfortable in filling your choices. And then I'll be activating the actual breakout rooms for you when this session is over, and you can jump into that. Okay, that would be the agenda for the day. Now let's talk about the speakers, the presenters of the day. I would like to welcome Dr. Architect Atul Kumar Singla ji, Professor and Senior Dean, School of Architecture and Planning. He'll be giving us the highlights and insights of these programs: BSc Design Interior and Furniture, BSc Design Interior and B Design, then B Design Product and Industrial. Then we have Dr. P.P. Singh ji, Professor and Dean, School of Design. He'll be taking up few programs such as BSc Design Multimedia, B Design Multimedia, BSc Design Gaming, B Design Gaming, BSc Design Graphics, B Design Graphics. We have with us Mr. Bhaskar Mitra, Professor and Dean, School of Fashion Design and Technology. He'll be taking up B Design Fashion, B Design Fashion 2+2 with international credit transfer options, BSc Design Fashion. Then we have Mr. Pankaj Vij with us, Assistant Director, Division of Admissions. He is here to give us a view of the infrastructure of Lovely Professional University, and he'll be demonstrating the interface for you as well. So that would be in the agenda for the day. Let's move on to Dr. Atul Singla for his presentation. Over to you, sir. Sir, I think you need to unmute yourself. I'll be taking up the presentation. Yeah. I'll be just opening your presentation. Yeah, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Rishiji, for the opportunity to share thoughts on pursuing design as an academic and a professional career. And I understand this session is for students who have already made up their minds to come into the academic career of design and to pursue design as a profession. So wonderful to have them on board with us. I think the presentation is a different one, yeah. Are we
In
sharing
a
the
second.
presentation?
Yeah, sir. In a second.
So definitely, those who have joined us, I think I want to congratulate first all the students who have made up their minds to come into the field of design.
Oh,
And can you show me the next slide, please? Okay, can we, yes, yeah, the first slide, please. Previous one, please. Okay. So definitely, congratulations to all the students who are making up their minds to come into the field of design. I think it's a very creative choice that you have made, and it's a field, it's an academic career which gives you a lot of creative satisfaction, and something which, you know, we as a human being, we all aspire to become creative individuals, and a design field, academic field and profession gives you that creative satisfaction. So it's inspirational. It's all about ideas. It's about experiential learning, experimenting, out of the box thinking. So all the presentations that you will see today from our experts, whether it's fashion or graphics or animation or interior or product, these are all branches of design. But the core, at the core of it, is the design thinking, is the creative thinking. And I think you're welcome to come into this profession, into this career. Next slide, please. So I'll be taking up the School of Design, the interior, furniture, product, industrial design part of the School of Design, where we'll be essentially discussing the interior and the furniture design as one core stream, and the product and the industrial as the other core scheme. So you can see a few images of the kind of work which our students undertake in the School of Design. Next, please. These are some of the accreditations and tie-ups that LPU and the School of Designs hold as part of their academic tie-ups. Obviously, UGC, the Association of Indian Universities, so the National Council for Teacher Education. These are tie-ups and accreditations which LPU has with these professional bodies. Council of Architecture is on board, Fashion Design Council of India, and the Institute of Town Planners, India. So these professional bodies, we regularly stay in touch with them so that our students, when they have completed their degrees, you know, the courses that they do are accepted nationally, and the curriculum and the placements, everything is in line with these professional bodies. Next, please. Also sharing with you some of the recent rankings that LPU and the School of Architecture and Design have secured. You know, the LPU is ranked second in India. It's only one of 3 universities who has made it to the top 200 in the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings, and ranking number 36 among top universities of India in the World University Rankings 2022. Also in the NRAF ranking, the School of Architecture and Design has been ranked number 12th among all the private and government architecture institutions in India. And recently, LPU has been ranked number 3 in the Atal ranking institutions on innovation and achievements. So these are some of the recent rankings that LPU and the schools have secured. Next slide, please. In terms of infrastructure, we are very lucky. The School of Architecture, Design, and all the design schools, we are lucky to have infrastructure like LPU. We have an excellent auditoriums. You can see one of the images of one of the largest auditoriums in the region. It's a 2,500-seater auditorium. We have access to state-of-the-art computer and animation labs like the Mac Lab. You can see the image there. We have excellent, well-equipped libraries with all the international and national journals. We have spaces like the Innovation Studio, which is a huge, around 60,000 square feet industrial shed, which is at the disposal of the students to work on large projects. You can see one of the automobiles being developed by the students of LPU. So excellent infrastructure with all the latest facilities. We have academic museums for students to make a choice on their careers. We have amphitheaters. We have a whole lot of infrastructure at our disposal. Next, please. Also, in terms of infrastructure, you can see we have a uni hospital on campus for students' medical needs, convenience stores. There's a full shopping mall at the disposal of the students, which has a gymnasium, which has a hotel. Cultural clubs is a regular phenomena at LPU. Students participate in cultural activities and participate in events all over India. Student residences, obviously, we have one of the largest student residential facilities in India. Close to 18,000 students are on campus, and with all the latest amenities, all the latest facilities at their disposal. Things like bowling alley and all gymming facilities for the students. Sports is one of the biggest um, focuses of LPU, and you can see the infrastructure, the sporting infrastructure which we provide to our students. So the idea is that the student, not only focuses on the academics, but focuses on an overall development. And especially in the field of design, I think that is very important. We encourage our students to participate in sporting activities, in declamations, in academic activities, in cultural activities. So that is very important for a wholesome development of a student. Next, please. You can see some glimpses of the cultural diversity, which is the pride of LPU. We have students from all the states of India and over 40 countries. And we have regular events like One India, One World, where students showcase the culture and the food, the cuisine, the clothes, the fashion of their states. And it's a wonderful opportunity for students to learn about cultures from different countries and different states. Next, please. So like I said, we have the School of Design, which has the 4 streams mentioned here. And I'll be taking up the interior and the furniture and the product and industrial, which is part of our school. Next, please. As the school of, in the School of Design, the interior and product design stream, our vision is to become a design school which is leading, which is globally recognized in inculcating design thinking, creativity, entrepreneurship, and inspiring proficiency in technology and marketing skills, while addressing the sustainability concerns which the market demands at the moment from the professionals. So that is our vision, and to secure that vision, we have certain missions which our school and the faculty works towards. The key points there are the hands-on skills, practical approach, the creative and research-based visualizations, and global social cultural trends and concerns which we regularly address in our academic curricula. We have rigorous studio culture, which our faculty focuses on with the help of experts from the industry, regular visits from visiting faculties. And the third point is the passion for research and debate, which we want to inculcate in our students so that they can pursue their design careers and they can take it up, any concern, any issue they can take up, whether in India or abroad. And obviously practical exposure through live projects is one of the strengths of our school, where all the projects, all the academic projects which students undertake in their academic are live projects, are actual projects, so that students get feedback from professionals and clients from the industry. Next, please. So this is a list of the programs that are offered under the interior and product design. We have the undergraduate programs, starting with the B design in interior and furniture, which is a 4-year program, and also the BSc in design, interior and furniture, which is a 3-year program. The B design is similarly offered in product and industrial as well, which is a 4-year program. The lateral entry programs, B Design Interior and Furniture 3 years, and BSc Interior and Furniture 2 years. The B Design, similarly, the B Design Product and Industrial Lateral Entry program is 3 years. The postgraduate programs, we offer M Design in Interior and Furniture, which is a 2-year program, and the M Design Interior and Furniture part-time, which is again a 2-year program. The M Design Product and Industrial, similarly 2-year full-time, and MSc Design Interior and Furniture, which is a 2-year program. We also offer PhD in Design full-time for 3-year program. Next, please. Here you can see some of the glimpses of the infrastructure, some of the focus areas, the core strengths of our school. You can see a glimpse of the workshop of our school, which is a very well-equipped workshop for students to work on their projects, to develop furniture and products. It's one of the glimpses of the studios. You can also see glimpses of the workshops and guest lectures which our students regularly attend. We have international conferences. We have an international conference by the name of Niche, which we hold every 2 years. And then that is one of the main conferences. And we have participants from all over the world. Last time we had professionals from all 5 continents of the world. Other than that, we focus on softwares, which is in a big way, and our students are proficient in all the latest softwares which are used by the industry globally. And I've already spoken about the live projects and the guest lectures. We have advanced tools at our disposals like the laser cutter, the power tools, and the 3D printing tools. Next, please. Here you can see some of the general departmental electives which are offered to our students while they are pursuing their degrees in furniture, interior, or product and industrial. They can look at pursuing, electives so that they can take it up as a career in the later stages. For example, the UI design or toy design, interaction, virtual reality courses, or whether somebody wants to go into a specialized software like 3ds Max, transportation design, automobile design, or gaming design. So these are the various electives which are offered. We understand that students are now looking at niche areas to pursue their careers further. So we offer these electives. Next, please. I think as a strategy and as a one of our core principles is to develop innovative solutions to evolving social needs and challenges. This is something that we want to inculcate in all our students through our curriculum, and development of practical skills through intensive practice, whether that happens in consultation with the faculty or the professionals from the industry. That is one of our core strengths. And we accomplish that through guest lectures, workshops, and seminars. You can see some of the experts here, Vandana Singh and Satnam Namita Associates. You can see some of the products which are being developed by the students in consultation, in regular touch with the industry. Next, please. Here again, you can see some of the work which is the product design department work, which is developed by the students in consultation with the industry experts. You can see some UI UX interface designs, a kettle design, and one of the designs by students of a door handle, which is for COVID use. It's a sanitizer handle. So again, developed for recent problems by the students. Next, please. You can see some other work from the product and industrial design development, where students have developed an umbrella and a table, which is a carryable table, and a pencil sharpener design, and a lamp design. Next, please. an interesting project developed by a student, which is an adaptive shoe, where patients with certain medical conditions who are unable to bend. So this shoe was designed for them as a concept design, where while wearing it, the patient doesn't have to bend. So this was developed again with the help of interaction with industry experts. So wonderful design developed by the students. Next, please. You can see some of the work of the interior and furniture design students here. The softwares used, some of the globally used softwares, 3ds Max, and used by the students for rendering and modeling. Next, please. This is some of the work by the students which is on display in the university, in the museum, in the academic museum, where students develop and exhibit their work. Next, please. You can see some other glimpses of the interior and furniture design students' work. Next, please. And these are some of the students who, because we want to encourage practical learning. So while our students are, pursuing their academics, we encourage our students to work on professional projects. And you can see some of our students in 3rd year and 4th year working on professional projects and taking them to completion during their stay at LPU. And that really adds to their experience here at LPU. Next, please. These are glimpses of some of the conferences and workshops that we regularly hold. And you can see some great experts who regularly visit LPU. And you can see, professors, Jerome Arul, assistant professor from Rhode Island, USA, School of Design, Gagandeep Singh, aerospace aeronautics expert from USA. So Dr. Siddharth Sharma from PGI-MER, Chandigarh, Dr. P.M. Pandey from IIT Delhi, Dr. P.K. Jain from Jabalpur, IIT Jabalpur, and Dr. Subaraj from Singapore. So regular interaction with such experts, fuels the academic environment here at LPU. Next, please. Again, some glimpses of the international conference which was held. We hold it every 2 years. So from the last, some glimpses, all renowned designers, architects, and planners from all over India and abroad. Next, please. A few more glimpses of experts who regularly visit. You can see the workshops conducted on UX design, ergonomics workshops which were conducted. On the last, in the bottom right, you can see students learning about glass blowing in Firozabad on one of their study tours. We take our students regularly to industry to visit, hands-on how materials are, used in products. This is just one of the glimpses. Next, please. Obviously, after pursuing industrial or interior design, our students go in as a career and do very well. They open up their own practices. They can go into lifestyle and accessory design, where they focus on certain products or certain accessories or certain furniture pieces and market them and work with industry, or open up their own offices. Yes, students also go into furniture design. They work with big brands like Godrej or Featherlight and develop products for them, like furnitures or chairs or academic furniture. A field which is up and coming, and because of the movie industry, you can see some of the other fields which our students go into: packaging design, industrial design, obviously UI UX, automobile design. So these are the various careers choices which our students have after pursuing their degrees. Next, please. Here we have some of the firms where our students are placed and doing very well and earning very good packages. Students go for internship and then eventual placements there. Some very big brands here where our students are regularly placed. Next, please. And just few glimpses of our students who are either running their own firm, like Marvania, who is running his own firm in Gujarat, students who is running his own design firm in Chandigarh, Asal Rivers, and Javed Parsa, who is running his own food chain. So he has diversified into restaurants and across cities is doing very well again. Next, please. Few other images. Harjot, who is running a firm in Ludhiana. Vineet Kaur, again running a firm in Chandigarh. So a lot of scope in interior design, a lot of good projects coming up. So these are just some glimpses of our students, and thank you so much. And I think I've shared what our school, the two disciplines, interior and furniture and industrial design, how you can take these up as a career and take forward and do very well in your professional careers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It was really a very insightful presentation by you. And now we'll shift on to Dr. Pavitra Prakash Singh ji for his part of the presentation.
ऋषि जी आप शेयर करेंगे और shall I share it from me?
Sir, the way you want. You just let me know.
I think the first slide was the same only. The first presentation which you played.
Okay.
In the meantime, thank you, Dr. Atul sir. It was a very nice elaborative presentation on interior and furniture and industrial design. I think students must have got some glances or peep into what our design is. He has very elaboratively already spoken about the infrastructure and the ranking of university as such. We are ranked among top 4 ranking, whether it is NIRF, World University Ranking, Impact Ranking, or Utter Ranking. We all figure in something very good in all these rankings. And also a clear thought process about the elaboration of the infrastructure we have, the skill sets we have, the capabilities we have, whether it is starting from the innovation studios to a well-built laboratories. Sir has already elaborated everything. Now my part before my senior Bhaskar Mitra take over, my part is to give you a glance into Department of Multimedia. Department of Multimedia is it's an integral part of School of Design, where we have basically 3 things. One is the animation, graphics, and gaming. Can we move further, sir, please, Rishi sir? Graphic designing, animation, and gaming. The School of Design give you a career opportunities in all of these 3. So you all must have seen different kind of education apps or advertisements, or during the COVID we have been addicted to gaming. So gaming is something where we already have our courses programs running into. Animation is where we have all the Disney movies, whether it is Toy Story, whether it is other kind of movies. We know what is animation. Then graphic designs are when we are talking about all the EdTech apps these days, whether it is Baidu or few others. So my school, my department opens the career into all these things, things, whether it is graphic, animation, or gaming. Can we move further, sir? The programs on the same level as we have shared earlier also by Dr. Atul. We have B design, multimedia, B design, graphic, B design, gaming. Parallel to it is BSc. These all are 4 years. Parallel to it are BSc, multimedia, BSc design, graphic, BSc design, gaming. These are 3 years programs. Along with it, we offered the opportunity of M design also and MSc design also. M design is technical with 2 years specialization. MSc design is anybody who has an interest in animation, multimedia can join after graduation to these kind of courses. Definitely the value addition of UG and PG are different. The pipeline, starting from the ideation to storyboarding to characterization to different kind of production pipeline to output. These all are integral part of the design of the department of multimedia, whether it is in graphics, whether it is or it is in gaming or it is in animation. Sir, can we move further? So game art, game design, motion graphics, print design, UI UX, as sir has already said, UI UX is kind of a very upcoming field, and the majority of research is happening in over there. Then we have VFX. I think majority of us have seen Bahubali, the first part and the concluding. So we all may understand what is VFX. Normally, scene is enacted in a studio. Later on, it comes up as a different kind of output. So conceptual design, 2D, 3D design assets, these all are specializations in the form we offer, or the minors we offer in all the three streams we are talking about, or the specialization we are talking about, starting from animation, graphics to gaming. So can we move further, please? The core strength is we have, this is what I shared in the earlier slide also. The pipeline is so wide. The pipeline starting from ideation to characterization, storyboarding, designing, sketching, then all the kind of production, software skills and everything, then the output. We have got the courses across the width of all this pipeline. Majority of the courses in animation you will find they are the technical and the practical courses only. So theory part is very less. It's hands-on skill. It's practice, 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 and students do it. One glimpse you can see over here of VFX, which I was referring about. Normally, the scenes are enacted behind the in front of green curtain. Then later on, the designs are inbuilt into it. Can we move further? These are elaborations of sketching and others. These all will give you the glances. The first picture on the first column will give you all the live projects. These all designs, these all paintings on the walls are made by students. So it is a project given to them which they have to execute within a semester. They are supposed to present the idea to a panel, then the panel approve it, then color, then they have to sketch it, then they have to paint it, then they have to definitely relate it to their course. All others are the glimpse of all the infrastructure and the laboratories and studios we have in over there, starting from a drawing studio at one end to concept art, clay sculpturing, classical animation, acting studio, because acting definitely is a part of our animation kind of multimedia domain kind of a gaming studio. We have VFX studio, as I've shown in the last slide. We have project studio, resource cell, AV hall, where we can see and actually see how our product is coming, how our output is actually coming in reality. So for that we have number of AV halls in over there, audio visual, well inbuilt and stocked library with all kind of basic and advanced resources are available in over there. We provide the access to different kind of software also, because in the domain of multimedia, software is the backbone, so blood kind of a thing. We provide you access of it. Kindly move further, please, sir. Students, definitely, as I have told you, that the domain of multimedia is hands-on, so you have to execute and you have to practice, and you have to make the philosophy of Darwin success, that survival, survival of the fittest. So my students are always competing with different institutes and in different kind of competitions. So this is one just glimpse of GO48, which was a competition where we won in 6 medals. That means there were only 6 competitions and we participated in 6 varieties, and we won medals in art, where we defeated, where we were rather than if it is a bad word, where we were better than SID, NID, and other universities which are around us. Kindly move to the further slide, please, sir. Rishi sir, next slide. These are the job profiles which Atul sir has told that along which width or breadth of careers you can have your career when you are going in interior and furniture or industrial design. Same way, when we are talking about multimedia, we can be a 3D animators, Baiju, Unacademy, Udemy. These all edtech companies are asking people like anything. All the advertisement companies are asking, all the e-commerce companies are asking job profile, are asking students. All the research of UI UX kind of companies are asking students in over there. So we have a job profile starting from 3D animator, modelers, artists, texture design, graphic designer, web designer, AV editors, compositors, visualizers, layout and characters, which I have shared with you. That characterization or designing a character or building a character out of your idea is also a part of multimedia. So like all the movies of Disney, you can see starting from all the variety of Toy Story to Cinderella and everything, the characters have to be designed. So those are being done by School of Multimedia students in different capacities in different movies. So roto artists, content developers, which I have already shared with you, UI UX designers. These are certain variety where we are going in for jobs. Then the second, third last is we always have got a scope of starting our own business also. I'll give you example where my student has done his own entrepreneurship venture and is doing very good. This is just one example I'll be sharing. Otherwise, there are a number of examples where students who are creative, they do not wish to be taught or do not wish to be tackled in certain kind of boundaries. So they wish creativity and freedom, so they go in for more of entrepreneurship. Can we move on to the next slide, please? Our recruiters, starting from DQ, Technicolor, Amazon, we have got regularly. Amazon is taking our student Cognizant, Capgemini, Mahindra, Tech Animation, Tools, all the big companies. Green Gold is a beautiful company or a renowned company which is into multimedia. All these companies regularly, continuously, constantly, and all the times are hiring students either for internship, where majority of the time when internship is there, it is converted into a placement or the final placements. Can we move on to the next slide, please? The top placement offers are starting from 14 lakh, 8.5 lakh, 7.8 lakh. These are our students of graphics where they have been placed in different companies, Optimizer, Lenskart, and Lollipop Design. Lenskart is a famous company of spectacle e-commerce of spectacles in over there. So my student has been placed in over there. Siddhanta, Tanab, all these three have been at different companies. Can we move to the next slide, please? These are just glimpses of few top placements. Live projects, like if I tell you what is the core of my department, which we are talking about multimedia, animation, graphics, and gaming. These three are in multimedia. So core is my student is compulsory supposed to go through a live project with a client base. So it is compulsory for all the students to search a client, to ask for a project, and to give a output for that project on a commercial basis. So that means my student is compulsorily supposed to go through a live project, client-based live project, rather than a hypothetical live project. So this is just a list of certain live projects where the amount reflects the kind of earnings they have in over here. Can we move to the next slide, please? This is the example of Rachit Saini, which I was sharing 2 or 3 slides back, that the student has started his own entrepreneurship venture and he has earned around 1 crore in last 4 years. So kind of rather than the job searcher, or seeker, he has been the job creator. He has his own videos, his own venture started by explainer videos, a small concept of explainer videos. You can always go to different social media and try to find something about him. Kyanimo, K-Y-A-N-I-M-O, the last word in this slide is Rajasthani, a 2017 pass out. He's the CEO and founder, and he has started his own company and earning very good for him and his family. Please, next slide. These are certain alumni placements starting from Yup, Amazon, Digitos, Connie, people who are willing to have a certain kind of a career in multimedia. They must be knowing Connie. Great Green Gold is one of the main name, MPC, Aristocrat. All these are prominent companies where my students regularly have been placed. So it is not like that once or twice. It is a constant kind of things they have been achieving in our schools. Can we move on to the next slide, please? Rishi sir. Next slide. So these are certain international and national projects. My student directive to Grand Theft, Godzilla, and the Mighty Beam. These are certain examples where my students have been credited either with the characterization or with some part of the technical aspects in over there. So the names are lead animator, he was there, Manija, who was the lead animator for Grand Theft Auto. I think this is a game which in COVID we all have played to the best of our possible abilities and time, because time was at ample availability with us. Pushpam has been a 3D animator. Shubham and Sapna, they all have been credited with certain kind of international and national projects. Kindly move to the next slide, please, Rishi sir. And these are few social media sites where you can always visit us and see. We are available on Insta also, we are available on LinkedIn also, we are available on Twitter also, we are available on Facebook also. Kindly visit our page, see the projects my students have been doing, see the projects where your future colleagues or alumni have been doing, and let's join the world of creativity. Welcome to the world of multimedia. Any questions? We are ready to take the questions after the session. When Rishi sir will be there, I have joined with the head of department for multimedia also. He'll be in your breakout rooms whenever the questions need to be asked. Thank you, Rishi sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for being very quick and giving us insight of your programs under your domain. And now we move on to Mr. Bhaskar Mitra ji for his part of the presentation. I'm going to give him the necessary rights.
Am I audible?
Yeah, I hope the rights are visible on your screen, sir.
Yeah, just give me a second. Is it visible?
Yeah.
Okay. So thank
Sir,
you so much for
slideshow. Can you please run the slideshow?
Yeah, just give me a second.
Perfect.
Perfect. So thank you so much, Rishi ji and Dr. Pavitra ji. So I welcome all the students in design department of lovely professional university. So I would be representing the School of Fashion, Design and Technology. Next slide, please. So already Dr. Atulji has shared the infrastructure of design disciplines. So fashion is also having absolutely, a perfect infrastructure, beautiful landscape, beautiful labs, that you can afford in the price that you pay at LPU. And you can see the fashion block. It's one of the first building where this lovely professional university started 20 years back. Already, Dr. Atul has spoken about the rankings, so I'll just go through quickly. So we are top 200 universities globally as per impact ranking of higher education. And you can see that fashion has been ranked 6th in Outlook Eye Care ranking 2021 and first in Punjab. So when we talk about vision of the school, to crave out a position of leading design school, globally recognized for inculcating design thinking, creativity, entrepreneurship, and inspiring proficiency in technology and marketing skills, along with sustainability concerns. Well, the core strength of the school is definitely well-framed and updated curriculum. And then we have where technical skills are developed. We talk about practice on industry relevant technologies. We talk about different softwares. Definitely in fashion also we have softwares related to Adobe. We are also working on Flow 3D, where students definitely get a chance to solve the problem and its design process. Then we talk about earn while you learn. So you have got to earn, because there are a lot of projects, a lot of consultancy projects, a lot of freelancing projects where the students are doing while they study at LPU. And there's a lot of opportunity because we have got almost 30,000 students and there's a huge township inside. So you can enjoy the work that you do, and definitely you've got a market to sell it also during your studies at LPU. Then we talk about industry-oriented guest lectures, workshops. Here, even in post-COVID, during COVID, pre-COVID, the whole university is full of activities. Almost 500 plus activities is happening in the university. And when we talk about fashion department, we have got almost 100 activities happening in the department. Even during COVID, we have gone through online. That is one of the best part that LPU has been doing it. And it's absolutely the correct platforms for all of us to interact with any students in the world. Next, we come to the mentoring for individual students. So we also give a platform students to have a mentor, specific mentor to guide them throughout their degree program. Active internships and placement support. So as you all know that LPU is one of the best university for providing placements and internships opportunities, not only national, but also international. So later in my slides, you're going to see that how our students are getting jobs based on international internships, based on the global world need. So when we speak about the programs which is under fashion, after 10th, you start with diploma in fashion design. That is of 3 years. So definitely, if you've got a craze of this after 10th, you can definitely start your designing. After that, we go for international credit transfer options. That is 2+2. So this is one of the crazy option which is going on in the market. People who would like to settle abroad or would like to go abroad or would like to expose themselves to the international global market of fashion. This is one of the best opportunity, and we are getting a lot of queries in 2+2 because in 2+2 we have got connected with a lot of European, Australian, American universities. So later on, I'm going to show it. After 12th, BSc in 3 years and B design of 4 years. And after lateral entry also, you get BSc fashion duration 2 years. So you can go for a dual degree program, that is for 3+3 years. So once you complete your diploma, you can enter into the second year of fashion design, and you complete in 6 years the complete duration of diploma and B design. So you get a degree. Then comes to postgraduate programs. We have got MSc and M design. Both are in 2 years. Then we have got doctoral programs, that is PhD for 3 years. Straight away, I'll come to the international study tour. That is one of the plus point of fashion department, where we have got a lot of collaborations with good institutes and universities across the globe. And this is what gives you the best life. Even though you haven't been abroad, you can enjoy your education, you can enjoy unless life, and you can understand what fashion is all about. And until you don't collaborate with Western style and culture where the fashion involves, you will not be able to enjoy the real fashion what we teach at LPU. So international collaborations that we are talking about is Italy, France, UK, Australia, and USA. So these are the countries you get an opportunity, even though you're not going for 2+2, but still a lot of our students from B Design, BSc regular courses, they go for summer schools, then they go for the scholarships, they get full scholarship, they study there for a full semester. Recently, one of our students, Agrani Anand, has finished her program from A Corona University, Spain. And she's going to be back next week. And 2 of our students already reached 1 week earlier, and they have started their full semester in B Design. So they are from 2nd year, and now they're at Spain, understanding what exactly fashion is all about. You can see the glimpses of students who goes abroad regularly, even during COVID. The students are really has a vision to go abroad and enjoy there, and they have got safe facilities to stay there. Education is very nice, and you see whatever we do with foreign collaboration universities, the same thing is happening at LPU also. So professors from those colleges also regularly interact with our students who are not able to go there. So we have got online sessions, we have got online classes, we have got master classes that you have the opportunity, even though you don't go abroad, you sit here and enjoy the online classes through the professors whom we are in collaborations with. Now, and these are the glimpses. You see that there are different areas where you'll get exposed to fashion styling. You'll go to designs. You go to the understanding of the process. You understand how the top designers are working with these colleges. So these are the glimpses of NAVA, which is in Milan, which is the fashion capital. And students goes there and enjoy their education for a full 14 days to 21 days, both in Milan and Paris. You can see that they get an option that when they go abroad, they go for 3 to 4 weeks. That also their time, they get credits for specific courses that they complete. And that credit is added here in India at LPU as an additional credits that they earn from the international universities. So this I'm talking about. So not a single credit or not a single thing is wasted when you go abroad. Even though if it is not added in your syllabus, it is added in as an extra credit to your certificate. Let us talk about the universities that we are collaborated with. So we talk about Domus Academy Milano, that is in Milan, University of Derby in UK. Then we talk about NABA, which is in Milan, Curtin University, Australia, Birmingham City University, UK, NTU, Nottingham Trent University, UK, and International Business School, Washington. So you can see that not only designs, but also we are focusing on the management and business part of fashion. So when we talk about international faculty members that is associated with our Department of Fashion School. So Professor Maria is from German, and she is full-time associated with the school. And we are having this professor who is best in technical designs. When we talk about garment constructions, pattern making, draping, so she's one of the best. Why? Because She has worked with Christian Dior, Chanel. So these are the top level designers she has experienced. She has got an experience of almost 27 years working in Paris. We talk about Professor Aftab. So she is, an honorarium adjunct faculty who is associated with us, and he is working with overall graphic and understanding of the digital part of fashion. When we talk about Catherine, Professor Catherine is from United Kingdom, and she is associated as a guide for our design process and design thinking. When we talk about Professor Isabelle Mollin, she is a French lady, and she is the director of Silk Me Back, is a company where she has established in Lyon, and she is with the textile hub of in Lyon, which is in France. So our students normally goes to this different countries and they interact with these professors, and the professors takes online classes. There are a lot of live projects which is happening. So in 2 years back, a lot of our students went to Lyon, which is the textile hub of France. And Professor Isabelle Mollin definitely has a big, huge experience of how to do printing and how to do the textile part of it in a very luxury technical method. And that's what our students are learning, going there, understanding, having a live workshops over there, and get the full of exposure that they get it with big designers. Even in India, we are also working with a lot of consultancy projects. You can see the glimpses via how the students and faculty members are working with the craft area of India, which is one of the biggest potential, more than 5,000 to 7,000 years old. And even if you focus on the craft area, it is one of the best part which has not been exposed to the international market fully. So when you see Mr. Ambrish Gaur and Ms. Ayushi Sinha, they are both Niftians, and they have been guiding all our students to work for different crafts. And we are getting associated, we are connecting with NIFT to collaborate with the joint projects and how projects and understand the and come out with the design solutions for the problems that is there in the society. So we conduct a lot of workshops. If you see, even during COVID, there are online workshops which has happened, and COVID safety product was the focus for doing this, because students cannot go out and they enjoy making COVID safety products sitting at home with innovation in natural dyeing and entrepreneurship opportunities. So when you make a product sitting at home with whatever things you have the opportunity to create something, and then you think of how to sell that product. So that also as LPU fashion department doing for a couple of years, that how to promote our students product at a platform where they can start selling it. And a lot of our students, you can see the students who are the winners of these workshops has got the opportunity to start their business in a small scale. Maybe you start with 20,000 rupees, 25,000 rupees, but you start with a small scale, but you get a lot of customers based on whatever you do in school of fashion. Then we talk about a national level platforms that we give it to our students. So we collaborate with the Delhi Times Fashion Week, and there are different fashion weeks which is happening. We are also the education partner of Fashion Design Council of India, FDCI. So normally you see that this kind of activities are happening once in a year, where our final year students and third year students have the opportunity to showcase their the collections, the project in front of the open market, and the big designers who are coming there and congratulating our students. So you can see in this slide that Hart Schuller has been one of the celebrity fashion stylists who has been always supporting our students to groom them and how to present their collections on the ramp. These are the products that you see in Delhi Times Fashion Week. So the thrust area that we focus on for the students: innovations and research, diversification of products, quality awareness, growth of productivity, sustainable fashion, marketing and retail, even in luxury, 3D and smart textiles, and nano textiles. So these are the areas that we are focusing, especially for research oriented work that our students are doing it. As I've said, that we are the member of Fashion Design Council of India, one of number one in India. It's the only fashion council, and almost 1,000 designers are associated with FDCI. And our students are getting an opportunity, offline and online, both offline and online, to interact with designers. They work with backstage, they go as an ushering, they work as an assistant, they work as a coordinator, and they stay there for 2 weeks. And even during COVID, they have got a chance to interact with designers online. And definitely this helps them to develop themselves. Why? Because they interact with industrial people directly. And for this, they also get certified from Fashion Design Council of India. When we come out with the infrastructure of fashion, so you can see that we have got brilliant Mac lab, display lab, aviation lab, photography studio. We have got dyeing and printing lab, Pantone shade cards, WGSN options. Then we have got all sort of magazines and books that is required to develop yourself, to fit yourself in the market. Then we have got common constructions lab, pattern making lab. These are the machines that you can see which is there in the lab, and these are all industrial machines. So if you're there in the department and if you're using it, there working for the industry, or even if you want to start your own startup, you are welcome. So you can see that we have got 12 needle automatic embroidery machines, laser cutting machines, weaving looms. Then we have got knitting machines. We have got buttonhole and button stitch machines. Then we have got fusing machines. So you don't have to worry about going outside and getting the things done. It's everything is installed inside, and you can, from sketch to the final product, you develop themselves. So when I was talking about the online sessions with FDCI, Fashion Design Council of India, so these are the designers who are always interacting with our students. David Abraham, you know, is very famous for doing designs inspired by craft or artisans in that area. You talk about Rajesh Pratap Singh, you talk about Rahul Mishra, who has been doing twice a year Paris Fashion Week, and he's also focusing on the craft area and the embroidery part of it, which is very famous. And then we have got Ashish Soni and other designers who are associated. Even Anurag Gupta, he has been one of the youngest designer who is associated with us as an adjunct faculty and coming regularly to our students. So he is the Gen Next winner of 2018. And our students are having also a chance to prepare for Lakme Fashion Week by staying with this designer and the online sessions which is happening all the time. So it's all, we give thanks to Fashion Design Council of India for such a huge support that they're doing for our students. And they get ready as per the industry need and as per the designers. It's really great to have an opportunity to work with big designers, big people, and definitely you can make a place in the market. You can see that they have got an opportunity to interact with Sunil Sethi, who is the president of Fashion Design Council of India, along with other designers. And in fact, our students are also participating in the World Skills, which is in 2021, last year, which has been organized. And Fashion School hosted the World Skill in 2021 for Punjab State. And this is how you get the opportunity to be part of a lot of competitions, a lot of things which is happening globally. Now let us come to the we speak about our programs, our courses, our opportunities that we give, but what about the careers? So we talk about there are 7 pathways that we have created for our students. So if you go for a corporate job, a government job, a higher study, you go for a research, you go for entrepreneurship, you study abroad, and then other opening minors that you can always go for. So these are the areas, if you focus, our students are focusing on these 7 areas, and definitely they get a vision and a track to go ahead. Now, talking about career pathways and coming to different companies of big fashion giants which is in the market. So you see that Amazon is one of the giant online. So a lot of students are having an opportunity to work with Amazon. Trident Group, Levi's, Armani Exchange is a luxury brand. So definitely Coach, Armani Exchange, all these are luxury brands. Students are having opportunity to work with luxury brands also with a very high package. Michael Kors, Marks and Spencer, Zara, Satyapal, Reliance, Aditya Birla Group. So in Reliance, one of our student is working on menswear as a designer, full-fledged in Bangalore with a very good package, and she's very happy. For last 3 years. She has joined as an assistant designer, and you see that you get a scope to work with bigger brands because the kind of accepted globally. You can see the placement for 1920, the big brands which are coming for 2021. So almost 90 to 96% placements are done when you get a good job and an opportunity to work with big companies. So these are the star placements that we have. When we talk about Bhaskar Raj Chauhan, he is a 2021 batch pass out, and he has been working with Clo 3D, and this is in the industry just recently, few months back. And in India, our students, we have immediately given the same thing to our students, and he learned it and he got a big job of 6 lakhs per annum. And as a fresher, 6 lakhs is not less. And I think he's doing brilliant with this company, Apollo 3D. Even international placements, we have got Tharindu, who is working with Nike in Georgia, and with Shivangi in the right hand side, she is working at 14 lakhs in Canada. We talk about entrepreneurship, so we have got star alumni also who are having their established brands. So if you see Veronita Das, she is from Odisha. She is a batch from 15 to 17, and she is having a almost 6 million business, 60 lakhs per year business that she's creating. And the topic that she's working on, the concept of her brand is sustainability. So her every product is based on sustainable concept. When we talk about fashion designer Miss Lalrin Pari, she is a Northeast girl, and she has been working with evening gowns, dresses for evenings, and she has got a business of almost 4 to 5 million. We talk about Suman Handa. She is from Punjab, and she is also having a business of almost 3 to 4 million. And she is also working on the traditional outfit and the traditional concepts of Punjab. So you can see that that students are having an opportunity to start up, having their own business, have a confidence that the School of Design and LPU has built, and this is how our students are working at present. In the beginning of my presentations, you have seen that students sell their designs while pursuing their education. So this is what we were talking about, that earn while you learn. So we have got a brand which is established under Uni Fashions, and we have our store in the shopping mall that you have seen in Dr. Atul's presentation in the beginning. So we keep it for this, and the students have the chance to sell their products. So these are the products that you see which is developed under School of Design. So you've got a separate team of the artisans and the people who develops your design, commercially to sell it in the market, and you get your share. So this is one of the opportunity that you have in-house sampling unit. So you create it, you design it, people are there to help you out. People are there to create your brands, and you establish your brand, and you start selling before you pass out from LPU. Now, when we talk about research, why to leave research and IPR related initiatives? So School of Fashion has been very strong in, when we talk about, if you compare with other colleges and all, we see that 400 plus copyrights and design registrations applied, 150 plus copyrights published. So what happens that this kind of figures that you see, students who submit their assignments are definitely getting a chance to align that submission with the copyright option. And when they apply for it, and if it is approved, then they get a certificate based on whatever work they have done during their assignment submission. And this is how the students are getting an opportunity to get at least 5 to 10 certificates before they pass out from here. When we talk about patents, the same thing is happening. So all the assignments that they're submitting is aligned with copyrights and patents. And recently, our school has got 21 patents published. So you can see the way our students and faculty of fashion department is working towards research also. And this is the future, because if you don't connect it, you will not be able to get an opportunity to write papers, to publish books, to go for patents, to go for copyrights. And this is what the industry is looking for. And this is how we prepare our students, not only in making a designer, a fashion designer, but also how to manage their designs, how to protect their designs. That is very important as a student to understand before you pass out. So thank you so much, students. I hope my presentation has given you a clear picture of how the School of Fashion has been doing, and our students has been really excited and doing the best of best to perform and getting ready for the industry. So I'll give this back to Rishi ji.
Thank you so much, sir, for being so elaborative and so informative. Thank you so much. And I request all the attendees to look for the link which has been shared with you in your chat box. That's a Zoom link where you can select your preferable breakout room, and our experts are sitting over there. You can talk to them in case you have any query related to the fee structure, the scholarship part, anything in depth you want to inquire about. You can move to this link and we would be welcoming you over there. And before leaving, just a 2-minute presentation by Mr. Pankaj Vij regarding your interface, wherein you will be selecting your own preferences, how to go ahead with that. Over to you, Mr. Pankaj. Unmute yourself, Pankaj sir.
I hope I'm audible now.
Yeah, perfect.
I hope my screen is visible.
Perfect. Yeah, please carry.
Great. So students, 2 simple steps. I hope you know about this thing, admission.lpu.in. This is the login screen. You just have to go to the login button. You have to put in your username and a password. This is the casual thing that is to be done once you have to log into your dashboard. And once you put in your username and the password, you go into your dashboard. This is an exemplary dashboard that I've taken. And with the dashboard, you'll find a link over here or a button over here which says rank your preference. Okay, so in this button, you just have to click this particular button, since you've all appeared for the exam and the result would be out tomorrow. So thereafter, from 5th to 8th, these rankings would be open. You have to rank your preferences regarding your course. You log into your dashboard, and once you see this particular dashboard, you just have to click onto this button, which is the orange button, says rank your preference. Here I go, I click it, and I'm taken to the next page, wherein you see an array of programs which have been enlisted over here, which are all design oriented programs. All you need to do, all that you have to do is to drag and drop somebody wants to take the first option as B Design Fashion 2+2 international credit transfer, let it be over here. Then say the next option would be like B Design Film and TV production, or maybe the third would be B Design Gaming, and so on and so forth. So in this way, you can just drag and drop, and in this way, you can choose your preferences. Once you've done with the preferences, you can just submit, and the preferences will come to us. And thereafter, we'll give you the allotments. That would be on the 10th of this month, and the allotments would be out on the 10th of this month. So all you need to do is log into your dashboard, go to the seat preference button, and you see all these drag and drop options. You can just pick any one of them, drag it down, drag it up, and in the order of your preference of what preferences you want, what's the choice of first course, second course, third course, or whatever program, you have to rate them by dragging them and dropping them. I hope all the students today are very tech savvy, so it won't be a big problem for the students. But still, if you face any challenges, you are most welcome to call us on our helpline number, which is 1824-517-000. You can always write to us on admissions@lpu.co.in, and you can always visit us on www.lpu.in. So I think that's all about from my side, Professor Rishi. Over to you, back to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pankaj, for being so quick and informative. Thanks so much. And I would like to close this session by saying thanks to all the attendees of this session, and of course, Dr. Architect Atul Kumar Singla ji, Dr. PP Singh ji, and of course, Mr. Bhaskar Mitra ji for sparing time and addressing the students and helping them to make better choices. Thank you so much. Signing off. All the best. You can move on to the respective Zoom breakout rooms using the link given in the chat box. Copy it out, paste it on the any of the browser, and then you can move on to the breakout rooms for further queries if you have any. Thank you so much, Mr. Pankaj. Thank you.